Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Mike. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Nino. Hi, Bulk. And hi to everyone that's here today as well. Yum. No, I'm not okay. I'll be honest. Uh, I'm trying. I'm trying to calm myself down during these times, but like I'm trying to do my best to deal with the anxiety that I've been feeling in the past week and a half. Oh, thank you for reminding me to drink, Nelly. Water. It's the usual stuff I've talked about already. Ah, scrap out the bottle. I ordered a notebook to keep a diary because writing on paper makes me feel better and it helps a lot. It's like, I'd say it's very therapeutic for me, and I did that as a child and a teen when I felt extremely anxious or depressed. It's like a way to get my thoughts out and writing them somewhere, and just write something somewhere that's not on a PC. I guess it's the feeling of writing on paper that I enjoy that much, and I unfortunately don't have a no, Nino, it's okay. It's okay. You can say simp if it's an insult. Like if... yes, you can simp. you can say shrimp. No, Nino, è bannabile, ma solo se è usato... Cioè, penso sia come insulto, cioè una cosa stupida, boh, me frega cazzi. So you can watch my stream. Just to make sure. It's like when you get reported but for saying simp, it's like it's a weird thingy. And it's like technically, yeah, you could get banned, but it won't happen normally. And just write it like that. Just like write shrimp, just to make sure that's like the official substitute for simp. if you are afraid that you get banned or something. That's a word of advice, because Twitch hates some words for some reason. Mirabelle, hello, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone. How was your stream? Hope it went well. I'm not doing great, Yurichi, I'll be honest. It's been hard days here. Hard week. A really hard week. But I'm doing a bit better. Like, I'm trying to relax and just let my anxiety go. But I'm so tense these days. Geeks4, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Oh, I hug a blush every night while asleep. I can't sleep without hugging something, I'll be honest. I think that blushes are very cute. I like them. Oh, so, wait. Okay, sorry. Hello, hello. From Italy. Here. Oh, Fuyumi Toba. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello. Double raid. Bruh. Thank you so much. How was your stream? Ayaki des. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Fish slap raid. Oh, are you gonna slap me gently? I hope so, but how was your stream? How was your stream? Okay, let me shut. Nina, can you shut that? Thank you. Tvasan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. I just started and there are so many people ready. Welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself because I was forgetting to do that. I'm Hanzo-Chan, a vampire queen. I mainly do ASMR and I usually read horror stories, creepypastas, SCPs, or I do triggers and requests. Depends on like when I feel the most. But yeah, it's a comfy chilling place, so I hope that you will have a good stay here. Sir Rubik's Master, Karuken00 and Fuyumi, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Oh, why the bonk? Oh, wait. Oh, you're right. I'm having problems with sound alerts. I can hear them, but if I make them hearable, is that a word? Like if I put the volume on for the stream too, for some reason it's loud as heck, and I have no clue how to turn the volume down because I'm a bit dumb. You're welcome for that. I mean, welcoming people is the least I can do. You're all so cute. Oh, don't worry, Kevin. Oh, good vibes only. Also for me. I mean, good vibes. Oh, Vita Kosher Hash Dopipeti and DHMS 77127. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Oh, look at 747. Thank you so much for the follow too. Oh, Mirabelle, have a good sleep. Thank you so much again for the raid. Have sweet dreams and a good rest. Bye. Mwah. Oh, kiss good night. Oh, thank you for Yumi. That's so sweet. Oh, Maten Woody, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Oh, Draco, thank you for the lurk. Okay, so I have no plans for today. You have stumbled upon one of the few days where I'm just sitting here and going with the flow. Like, I'm literally thinking right now what I could do, and usually I make polls. Yes, that's my streams work that way. Basically, I come here with zero ideas, and then I ask you guys, what would you like to do specifically? So I'll make a poll, and you guys tell me which of those things you prefer. I'm fine with everything, but I like to ask my viewers what they'd rather do that night, so I can give people something that they enjoy. And I think making you guys speak, it's very interesting because sometimes you make me You make me go out of my comfort zone, and that's a good thing. I'll make a 10 minutes poll so everyone can vote. Hello Volk, how are you? I'm sorry, that was my stomach. In the meantime, how was your day? Did you do something interesting? Oh, hi Peter. Today I needed to relax. Tell me some more. It seems my hunger sometimes is very strong. Hello Nishinoya. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Welcome. Oh, you're new? I hope that you'll have a good stay then. No, I don't mind at all. I'm here for that after all. I'm here to make you guys fall asleep. And totally not drink your blood while you do that. Promise, I'm a good vampire. I only drink blood with consent. Maki, hello! How are you? Hi! Yeah, no, Pede, I didn't come to your house. It was a bluff. Hope it worked. Also, by the way, am I asking you questions on Discord if you're here? Okay, little Italian question, because it's easier. Ce ne sta uno di quei server anche per i main Axel? Vorrei imparare a giocarlo bene, ecco. Some artists are probably only people that are happy when they were this fast asleep. Yeah, true. Actually true. But it's okay. Like, I'm here for that. I'm here to make you guys sleep. You know? Oh, I'll look for Axel. There is like one server, but it doesn't have a lot of people in it. Damn. No. Oh, yeah, that's the same Discord that I've seen. I'll probably join. Like, smaller servers sometimes are better because, like, there are few people, but like, if there are a few active people, they're always happy to help. Good night, Nishinoya. Have a good sleep and rest well. Sweet dreams. Fame is a long neck to bite. Ali Fumi wants to do. Just drink a cup of coffee to stay awake. But why? Why do you need that? Oh well, it's a challenge, isn't it? You're saying if I can make you fall asleep even if you drink coffee. Is that the plan? That's the plan, isn't it? Did I discover your secret evil plan? Oh no, Kevin, I'm so sorry. Maybe you slept in a weird position. It happens to me when I sleep with two blushes, and sometimes I make the mistake to sleep with my back over one of those two plushies, and so when I wake up in the morning, my back hurts. So yeah, it can happen. But please take it easy, Kevin. Don't overdo it. Oh, thank you for the lurk, PD. And Nishino, you're sweeter. You're sweeter. You're all sweethearts, guys. Drink a mug of coffee a couple hours ago. I drank it after lunch, as I usually do. Vacation and the Hell Jumper. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Third jokes and I'm gonna grind some Monster Hunter tonight. Which one? Are we talking about Monster Hunter? I'm a veteran. I play Monster Hunter since the first release on PS2. I'm very good at it. Tell me Word. Tell me that you play Word. Word is amazing. It's my favorite. Sorry, I get happy when I hear Monster Hunter. I couldn't play today though. When it was started, so we just watched the movie. Slept like a normal juice, I don't know how it happened. Maybe you turned around a lot while sleeping and you didn't get a good sleep. That happens to me too sometimes. I can't sleep and so I just prioritize more stories and rise now. Oh, nice. Stories is a cool game. I like it. It feels like sort of Pokemon, but the story was very good. Play Stories 2, not the first one. I didn't buy it because I couldn't find it when it came out. Thorstein81, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Drinking coffee at 3 to hang on work until 6. I did that too when I went to comic school. I drank like 2 coffees, one before class started and then one in the towards like the end, because then I had to take the train, and if I didn't drink coffee I would fall asleep on the train on my way back home. I'm not very hungry today, Kevin, but I wish I ate more. You could grab a snack. Snacks are always good. Oh, waffles! Oh my god, I love waffles. There's like a sort of like a bar. It's more like a they specialize in chocolate actually, and they make super good hot chocolate, and they have waffles, and I always go there to eat them because they're so tasty. I think about would love to be here. Why? I'm not a bee. Oh, Benhart1212, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Pine found me a Discord for Excel mains. Now I can learn. Hell yeah. I'll put it here. Just take a quick look. I don't want to get distracted. Let me close Discord. Darius the Half Immortal, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Oh, thank you for reminding me to stretch, Kara. Okay. Ah, my back. Heck. Oh, I needed a stretch. It's a good stretch. Oh, read one for one vote. Yum. Thank you, Mike. Oh, it's okay, Gara. It doesn't mean I won't do triggers. I usually end up doing both. So, to make up for it, how about I read while I do some triggers for you? So we get both of them and you're all happy. How about that? Okay, so, what do you guys want me to read? Is trainers towards our gang? Yes. Because I like to give you guys what you want. And if you ask nicely, you shall receive. I'm kind, after all. So, I'll ask, and I won't make a poll, because, or maybe should I? Well, I'll just ask in chat and we'll see. So, I was thinking to read quite a few different things, but I want to hear what you guys prefer. So I could read some classic horror stories, such as Lovecraft, Poe, a couple of other authors that made short stories, or we could be reading creepypastas or SCPs or bedtime stories, because I've read a few of the Grimm Brothers stories already. But you guys choose. Oh, I like Eldritch horrors too. There's like another author, wait, I don't remember the fucking name. Shit, I was reading his book not too long ago, so let me look for it. It's the author is called. Okay, let me look for it. I swear I found it. Heck. Oh, I can't find them anymore. That's sad. Why aren't you suggesting me? It's like similar to Lovecraft, you could say. It is a very nice cover too. Let me find it. I'm sure I will find it. Oh, there it is. No, this is the wrong book. Wait, the green color deceived me because the book has a green cover. Hello, Sir Rubik's Master. Welcome, welcome, and Cappy Check. Thank you for my need to drink, and thank you for hydrating me, because I keep on forgetting. Also, hi. Good read. Good read. Oh, sorry, got too close to the mic. Stupid. I could read all of them if you wish, but I would also like to remember what the name of that fucking guy was. I swear it's here somewhere. I don't know why in the correlated product it doesn't show those kind of books anymore. Like, I used to find them like that. Damn. Oh, and there it is. The author name is Lark Ashton Smith. I don't know if you guys know him. I'll just write it. I'll just write it down for those that are interested. But I really like his stories. So, I could read Dead or Poem or Lovecraft or whatever else you'd like for me to read. Honestly, it's up to you. Radar Unicorn, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. So you guys tell me, and seeing that some of you like Lovecraft, some others don't mind SCPs, so no, I'll make a poem. This one's shorter. I'll make a 5-minute spell. And while I read, I'll make some triggers. How about that? How does that sound? So you can get the best out of those 2 words. Was it Clark? I just made. Wait, yeah, it's a CM stupid Clark. That was a decoration. Creamy pasta, and I'll make a 5-minute spell, and there it is. You can vote. I know that there are a lot of options this time, but I want to make sure that you guys can pick with certainty your favorite. It works. I already activated it. I'm leading again. Sing like pop. Oh, wait. Pop. It stays up for 5 seconds, that's why it costs less. Oh, I see that we have a lot of profounds in chat. That makes me happy.
This is for you. Wang, wang, wang. So, tell me, guys, what would you like to do after reading the stories? Oh, also, today I will do my best to stay awake, but I can't promise anything. I'm very sleepy. I don't know if I will stay for 2 or 3 hours. 2 for sure. 3 maybe.
Just interned to sleep.
Unfortunately, not the best times for this vampire. But that's okay. That's okay. Bad things happens to everybody, and you guys don't have to let yourself down just because something bad happened. Sure, it's stressful and sometimes alone. Sometimes it's also needed to recover, but things will get better. They can stay like that forever. One chubby panda, welcome. How are you doing? One of my favorite quotes from a movie is from The Crow, and the quote is, "It can't rain all the time." And I think it's a great quote, and the meaning also, it's great, and it fits life, you know.
Oh, Edgar Allan one. Alrighty. What's your favorite Poe stories? Or poem at that?
I'll be more than happy to read it to you. Para-pa-pang. Para-pang-pang. Para-pang-pang. Kaminar Fox VT, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you?
Welcome. Here about to read Edgar Allan Poe story or poem. I was asking chat which is their favorite, because I like to read something that they like. Hmm. It's okay, no worry. So it happens sometimes. I think about a lot of my friends and then ends up that I am not because I kept lurking but forgot to follow.
Happens to everybody, trust me.
So, if you know, I'll just go in order of the table of content. And I'd like to see if there's like a poem. Where's the poem? How do I get to the poems? Okay. Okay, we'll start with the classic. How about that?
We'll start with the Raven.
Once upon a midnight dreary, well pondered, we can worry over many quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. Well noted, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and its separate dying ember wrote its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished tomorrow, fairly I had soon to borrow from my books sources of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here for evermore.
Worries, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang.
And the silken said uncertain, rustling of each of the purple curtain, thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some little visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more. Oh, worries, I'll upload the kisses in the mic
After I read the poem.
Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "our madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more." Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was a whispered word,
Lenore.
"'Tis I whispered, and an echo murmured back in the word, Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon I heard again a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what the letter it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'tis the wind, and nothing more. Open here, I fling the shutter, when, with many flirt and flutter, in there stepped the stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least, a business matey, not an instant stopped or steady, but, with me and lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of palace, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling must advancing to smiling, but the grave and stern decorum of the countenance into war. Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, though, a saint, art sure not craven, ghastly grim, an ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what the lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Much I marvelled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore, for we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, which such name as nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the blazed bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock and store, good from some unhappy master whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirgest of his hope, that the melancholy burden bore of nevermore. But the raven still beguiling all my sad soul into smiling, straight will the cushion seat in front of bird and bust and door. Then, upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fencing, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim and gaily, ghastly, gaunt and ominous bird of yore might think croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This I more sat divining, with my head at his reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining, with the lamplight gloating o'er, she shall press, nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by angels whose faint footfalls tinkled on the turfed floor. Wretch, I cried, the God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff, this can offend thee, and forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate yet all, undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there Is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, by that heaven that bends above us, by the God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden if, within the distant Eden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Without word or sign of parting, border fiend, I shrieked, upstarting, get thee back into the tempest, and the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black bloom as a token of the lie thy soul had spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit a bust above my door. Take that beak from out my heart, and take that form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, and his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight over him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. And that is the end of the poem. Thank you so much, Neil Leon and Good Overloaded, for the follow. If you remember Queen, where are your wings? Yeah, no, not all of us have wings out.
But don't worry, my new form that you will see has wings. Wink.
Also, worries? Here's your kisses. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading one of my favorite poems that didn't want to interrupt since I was doing so well. Hello, Doggo. Thank you for reminding me to drink. Okay, I'll drink and then I'll give you all kisses. I hope that I read that well. It's been a long time since I read post stories in English.
Hello, Robin. And thank you for following. Very Angry Frog. Welcome to the Vampire Gang.
Okay, I hope I did well with that post story. Hope that you enjoyed it.
Oh, Mama, thank you so much for the sub.
Appreciate it.
2 months. Let's go, Bog. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice.
Makes me happy. Okie dokie. Which post stories would you like me to read if you want the story and not something else that is could read another poem. I'm not very good at reading poems, I'll be honest. Oh, Mama, that's so sweet to say. Oh. You guys are so cute. Mm. So, how about I read let's read another classic, The Black Cat. That is indeed another classic story, and I'll be more than happy to read it for you guys. This is actually the first story that I've read by Poe, and fun fact, for some reason it was in a book, in my elementary school book, I think. No wait, it was in the... oh yeah, elementary book. It was in my elementary book for Italian. There was like a snippet that was translated, and I really liked the story, and I don't know why they would put a Poe in an elementary book, but you know, I won't complain. It made me the horror fan that I am now. Okay, The Black Cat,
A classic Edgar Allan Poe story.
For the most wild, yet most homely narrative which I am about to pen, I neither expect nor solicit belief. Mad indeed would I be to expect it, in a case where my very senses reject their own evidence. Yet, mad am I not, and very surely I do not dream. But tomorrow I die, and today I will unburden my soul. My immediate purpose is to place before the world, plainly, succinctly, and without comment, a series of mere household events.
Junie, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. Welcome, raiders. Hello. How was the raid?
The stream in the Junie, sorry. This vampire is a bit spent brained, and it gets confused easily when talking.
Hope you had a great stream. Let me introduce myself. Hello, I'm Hanzo-Chan, a vampire queen. I do mostly ASMR, and we are reading Edgar Allan Poe tonight.
Just finishing positive vibes and just chatting.
Nice. Happy to hear that. Hope you had a comfy stream and a nice chat.
So chef's fight.
Oh, interesting.
Were you watching like MasterChef or something? Hello, how's our pink team?
Welcome.
Oh, am I Kevin? Oh, really? Oh, you're so sweet. I stumbled a lot on over my own words though. It's my weakness. Met you a while ago from Yoshi, and I wanted to support you with the partner push. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Yoshi and I are friends. She actually rigged my model. So the rigging you're seeing was made by her back in the days. As she just started rigging actually when I commissioned her, and she wanted to rig it for free even, but I refused. I told her I would pay her. Ended up she was so kind because she offered me a friend discount, and I'm super happy of the rig she made for me. Still one of the best that I've ever seen, in my opinion. Oh, you're getting a model from her? Nice! Nice. She's very talented. She improved a lot. Like I've seen her over time, like from the beginning when she just started using Live 2D. I remember there was also another friend of ours that shared their model to us so we could practice together. It's good to meet you from Warsaw, and I'm happy that you're here. I hope that you'll have a good stay. Oh, and if you have to go and rest, feel free to do so, because the streaming is super hard, and I think it's very important to rest. So feel free to lurk, to like go lay down, rest, drink, because you guys gotta hydrate. Make sure to hydrate.
Hi Xaling, welcome. Agent Mars, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang.
Okay, so we are reading Lovecraft, not Lovecraft, sorry, for so a bit. Reading The Black Cat from Edgar Allan Poe, and we're just started, so you haven't missed a lot. Actually, I think you guys didn't even miss the end of the first paragraph. Yep, I'm in the middle of it. And then Ginny, you're too sweet. You're the sweet one.
Thank you so much again for reading.
Hello Astolfo. Hello Thunder Raiden.
Thank you.
Okay, let's continue reading. In their consequences, these events have been terrified, have tortured, have destroyed me. Yet, I will not attempt to expand them. To me, they have presented little but horror. To many, they will seem less terrible than barracks. Hereafter, perhaps, some intellect may be found, which will reduce my phantasm to the commonplace. Some intellect more calm, a lot more logical, and far less excitable than my own, which will perceive, in the circumstances and detail we do, nothing more than an ordinary succession of very natural causes and effects.
Kevito, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang.
And I am not going offline, Thunder. Don't worry. I'm reading a story. It just started. Oh shit, the noise. Sorry. That's drink water. Wait, let me mute. Also, guys, I would love to borrow points. To borrow you some points, but I don't think I can do that, unfortunately. From my infancy, I was noted for the docility and humanity of my disposition. My tenderness of heart was even so conspicuous as to make me the jest of my companions. I was especially fond of my animals, and was indulged by my parents with a great variety of pets. With this, I spent most of my time, and never was so happy as when feeding and caressing them. This peculiarity of character grew in my growth, and in my manhood, it derived from it one of my principal sources of pleasure. To those who have cherished an affection for a faithful and sagacious dog, I need hardly be at the trouble of explaining the nature or the intensity of the gratification thus derivable. There is something in the unselfish and self-sacrificing love of a brute which goes directly to the heart of him who has had frequent occasion to test the paltry friendship and gossamer fidelity of mere men. I married early and was happy to find in my wife a disposition not uncongenial with my own. Observing my partiality for domestic pets, she lost no opportunity of procuring those of the most agreeable kind. We had birds, goldfish, a fine dog, rabbits, a small monkey, and a cat. This latter was a remarkably large and beautiful animal, entirely black and sagacious to an astonishing degree. In speaking of his intelligence, my wife, who at heart was not a little tinctured with superstition, made frequent allusion to the ancient popular notion which regarded all black cats and witches as witches in disguise. Not that she was ever serious upon this point, and I mentioned the matter at all for no better reason than that it happens, just now, to be remembered.
Oh, have a good dinner, God again. Hope that you'll eat plenty of good food.
Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry. I should probably repair it.
And cake 1299. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang.
Okay, nice try. Let me get deeper into your brain. so I can turn the lights off for a little while and you can sleep better. Pluto, this was the cat's name, was my favorite pet and playmate. I alone fed him, and he attended me wherever I went about the house. It was even with difficulty that I could prevent him from following me through the streets. Our friendship lasted, in this manner, for several years, during which maternal temperament and character, through the instrumentality of the fiend intemperance, had, I blush to confess it, experienced a radical alteration for the worst. I grew, day by day, more moody, more irritable, more regardless of the feelings of others. I suffered myself to use intemperate language to my wife, at length even offered her personal violence. My pets, of course, were made to feel the change in my disposition. I not only neglected, but ill-used them. For Pluto, however, as I retained sufficient regard to restrain me from maltreating him, as I made no scruple of maltreating the rabbits, the monkey, or even the dog, when by accident, or through affection, they came in my way. But my disease grew upon me, for what disease is like alcohol, and at length even Pluto, who was now becoming old, and consequently somewhat peevish, even Pluto began to experience the effects of my ill temper.
Thank you for the follow, those VT. How are you? Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Karu, thank you so much for the lurk. We are reading The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe.
One night, returning home, much intoxicated from one of my haunts about town, I fancied that the cat avoided my presence. I seized him when, in his fright and my violence, he inflicted a slight wound upon my hand with his teeth. The fury of a demon instantly possessed me. I knew myself no longer. My original soul seemed, at once, to take its flight from my body, and a more than fiendish malevolence, gin-nurtured, thrilled every fibre of my frame. I took from my waistcoat pocket a penknife, opened it, grasped a poor beast by the throat, and deliberately cut one of its sides from the socket. I blush, I burn, I shudder, while upon the damnable atrocity.
Hello, clown, welcome, and welcome to the... How are you guys doing? We're reading Edgar Allan Poe.
When reason returned with the morning, when I had slept off the fumes of the night's debug, I experienced this sentiment half of horror, half of remorse for the crime of which I had been guilty, but it was, at best, a feeble and equivocal feeling, and the soul remained untouched. I again plunged into excess, and soon drowned in wine all memory of the deed. In the meantime, the cat slowly recovered. The socket of the lost eye presented, it is true, a frightful appearance, but he no longer appeared to suffer any pain. He went about the house as usual, but, as might be expected, fled in extreme terror at my approach. I had so much of my old heart left as to be at first grieved by this evident dislike on the part of a creature which had once so loved me, but these feelings soon gave place to irritation, and then came, as if to my final and irrevocable overthrow, the spirit of perverseness. There it is. How the spirit follows of it takes no account. Yet I am not more sure than my soul lives that I am that perverseness is one of the primitive impulses of the human heart. One of the indivisible primary faculties or sentiment which give direction to the character of man, who has not 100 times when he saw committing a vile or a silly action for no other reason than because he knows he should not. And we not a perpetual inclination in the teeth of our best judgment to violate that which is low, merely because we understand it to be such. The spirit of perverseness, I say, came to my final overthrow. It was this unfathomable longing of the soul to vex itself, to offer violence to its own nature, to do wrong for the wrong's sake only, that urged me to continue, and finally to consummate the injury I had inflicted upon the unoffending brute.
Mia-kun, hello. How are you?
Are you reading Edgar Allan Poe?
The Black Cat.
One morning, in cool blood, I slipped the noose about its neck and hung it to the limb of a tree, hung it with the tears streaming from my eyes, and with the bitterest remorse in my heart, hung it because I knew that it had loved me, and because I felt it had given me no reason or offense. Hung it because I knew that in so doing I was committing a sin, a deadly sin that would so jeopardize my mortal soul as to place it, if such a thing were possible, even beyond the reach and the infinite mercy of the most merciful and most terrible God. On the night of the day on which this cruel deed was done, I was aroused from sleep by the cry of fire. The curtains on my bed were in flames. The whole house was blazing. It was with great difficulty that my wife, a servant, and myself made our escape from the conflagration. The destruction was complete. My entire worldly wealth was fallen upon, and I resigned myself thenceforward to despair. I am above the weakness of seeking to establish a sequence of cause and effect between disaster and the atrocity, but I am detailing a chain of facts and wish not to leave even a possible link imperfect. On the day succeeding the fire, I visited the ruins. The walls, with one exception, had fallen in. This exception was found in a compartment wall, not very thick, which stood about the middle of the house, and against which had rested the head of my bed. The plastering had here, in great measure, resisted the action of the fire, a fact which I attributed to its having been recently spread. About this wall a dense crowd were collected, and many persons seemed to be examining a particular portion of it with very minute and eager attention. The words "strange," "singular," and other similar expressions excited my curiosity. I approached and saw, as if graven in bas relief upon the white surface, the figure of a gigantic cat. The impression was given with an accuracy truly marvelous. There was a rope about the animal's neck. When I first beheld this apparition, for I could scarcely guard it less, my wonder and my terror were extreme. But at length reflection came to my aid. The cat, I remembered, had been hung in a garden adjacent to the house. Upon the alarm of fire, this garden had been immediately filled by the crowd, by someone of whom the animal must have been cut from the tree and thrown through an open window into my chamber. This had probably been done with the view of arousing me from my sleep. The falling of other walls had compressed the victim of my cruelty into the substance of the freshly spread plaster, the lime of which, with the flames and the ammonia from the carcass, had then accomplished the perpetrator as I saw it. Oh, thank you, Days. I do my best of being a Chica-chan. So I'm gonna get a message. Okay. Although I thus readily accounted to my reason, if not altogether to my conscience, for the startling fact just detailed, it did not the less fail to make a deep impression upon my fancy. For months I could not rid myself of the phantasm of the cat, and during this period there came back into my spirit a half sentiment that seemed, but was not, remorse. I went so far as to regret the loss of the animal, and to look around about me among the vile haunts which I now habitually frequented for another pet of the same species, and of somewhat similar appearance, with which to supply its place. One night, as I said, half stupefied, in a den of more than infamy, my attention was suddenly turned to some black object, reposing upon the head of one of the immense hogsheads of gin, or of rum, which constituted the chief furniture of the apartment. I had been looking steadily at the top of this hogshead for some minutes, and what now caused me surprise was the fact that I had not soon perceived the object thereupon.
Good night, Nino. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.
I approached it and touched it with my hand. It was a black cat, a very large one, fully as large as Pluto, and closely resembling him in every respect but one. Pluto had not a white hair upon any portion of his body, but this cat had a large, although indefinite splotch of white, covering nearly the whole region of the breast. Upon my touching him, he immediately arose, purred loudly, rubbed against my hand, and appeared delighted with my notice. This, then, was the very creature of which I was in search. I at once offered to purchase it of the landlord, but this person made no claim to it, knew nothing of it, had never seen it before.
Sir, it is pleasure. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you?
I continued my courses, and when I prepared to go home, the animal evinced a disposition to accompany me. I permitted it to do so, occasionally stooping and petting it as I proceeded. When I reached the house, it domesticated itself at once, and became immediately a great favorite with my wife. For my own part, I soon found a dislike to it arising within me. This was just the reverse of what I had anticipated, but I know not how or why it was. Its evident fondness for myself rather disgusted than annoyed. Besides the decrease, these feelings of disgust and annoyance arose into the bitterness of hatred. I avoided the creature, a certain sense of shame, and the remembrance of my former deed of cruelty preventing me from physically abusing it. I did not, for some weeks, strike or otherwise violently use it, but gradually, very gradually, I came to look upon it with unutterable loathing, and to flee silently from its insidious presence and from the breath of a pestilence. Nippon just means Japanese in Japanese, I believe. Or was it Japan? Wait. No, Nippon is Japan. Like, fuck. Guess it would. I don't know. I think it means Japan. I think it. Yeah, pretty sure it's Japan. Thank you guys. What added, no doubt, to my hatred of the beast was the discovery, on the morning after I brought it home, that, like Pluto, it also had been deprived of one of its eyes. The circumstance, however, only endeared it to my wife, who, as I have already said, possessed, in a high degree, that humanity of feeling which had once been my distinguishing trait, and the source of many of my simplest and purest pleasures. Waiting to cough. With my aversion to this cat, however, its partiality for myself seemed to increase. It followed my footsteps with a pertinacity which it would be difficult to make the reader comprehend. Whenever I sat, it would crouch beneath my chair, or spring upon my knees, covering with its loathsome caresses. If I rose to walk, it would get between my feet, and thus nearly throw me down, or, fastening its long sharp claws in my dress, clamber, in this manner, to my breast. At such times, although I lunged to the stride with a blow, I was yet withheld from so doing, partly by a memory of my former crime, but chiefly, let me confess it at once, by absolute dread of the beast. This dread was not exactly a dread of physical evil, and yet I should be at loss how otherwise to define it. I am almost ashamed to own, yes, even if this false cell, I am almost ashamed to own, that the terror and horror with which the animal inspired me had been heightened by one of the merest chimeras it would be possible to conceive. My wife had called my attention more than once to the character of the mark of white hair, of which I have spoken, and which constituted the sole visible difference between the strange beast and the one I had destroyed. The reader will remember that this mark, although large, had been originally very indefinite, but, by slow degrees nearly imperceptible, and which for a long time my reason struggled to reject as fanciful, it had, at length, assumed a rigorous distinctness of outline. It was now the representation of an object that I shuddered to name, and for this, above all, I loathed and dreaded, and would have rid myself of the monster had I dared. It was now. I sing the image of a hideous, of a ghastly thing, of the gallows. Oh, mournful and terrible engine of horror and crime, of agony and death. And now was I indeed wretched beyond the wretchedness of mere humanity, and the brute beast whose fellow I had contemptuously destroyed, a brute beast to work out for me a man, fashioned in the image of the high god, so much of insufferable woe. Alas! Neither by day nor by night knew I the blessing of rest any more. During the former, the creature left me no moment alone, and, in the latter, I started, hardly, from dreams of unutterable fear, to feel the hot breath of the thing upon my face, and its vast weight, an incarnate nightmare that I had no power to shake off, incumbent eternally upon my heart.
Hello, Lexan. Welcome, welcome. We're reading The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. Welcome.
Beneath the pressure of torments such as these, the feeble remnant of the good within me succumbed. Evil thoughts became my sole intimates, the darkest and most evil of thoughts. The moodiness of my usual temper increased to hatred of all things and of all mankind, while, from the sudden, frequent, and ungovernable outbursts of a fury to which I now bluntly abandoned myself, my uncomplaining wife, alas, was the most usual and the most patient of sufferers. One day she accompanied me upon some household errands into the cellar of the old building which our poverty compelled us to inhabit. The cat followed me down the steep stairs, and, nearly throwing me headlong, they exasperated me to madness, uplifting an axe and forgetting, in my wrath, the childish dread which had hitherto stayed in my hand. I aimed the blow at the animal, which, of course, would have proved instantly fatal had it descended as I wished. But this blow was arrested by the hand of my wife, goaded by the interference into a range more than demoniacal. I withdrew my arm from her grasp and buried the axe in her brain. She fell dead upon the spot, without a groan. This hideous murder accomplished, I set myself forthwith, and with entire deliberation, to the task of concealing the body. I knew that I could not remove it from the house, either by day or by night, without the risk of being observed by the neighbors. Many projects entered my mind. At one period, I thought of cutting the corpse into minute fragments and destroying them by fire. At another, I resolved to dig a grave for it in the floor of the cellar. Again, I deliberated about casting it in the well in the yard, and about packing it in a box, as if merchandise, with the usual arrangements, and so getting a porter to take it from the house. Finally, I hit upon what I considered a far better expedient than either of these. I determined to wall it up in the cellar, as the monks of the Middle Ages are recorded to have walled up their victims. Ex-murder register. All things. This is no more VTuber 18.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you?
We're reading
The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. Duck Plants Bomb. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you?
For a purpose such as this, the cellar was well adapted. Its walls were loosely constructed, and had lately been plastered throughout with a rough plaster, which the dampness of the atmosphere had prevented from hardening. Moreover, one of the walls was a projection, caused by a false chimney or fireplace that had been filled up and made to resemble the red of the cellar. I mean, no doubt that I could readily displace the bricks at this point, insert the corpse, and weld the whole up as before, so that no eye could detect anything suspicious. And in this calculation I was not deceived.
Hello. Hi Dad. Hi Kiwi Bird. Frosty Pew Pew 216. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you?
In this calculation I was not deceived. By means of a crowbar, I easily dislodged the bricks, and, having carefully deposited the body against the inner wall, I propped it in the position, while, with little trouble, I relayed the whole structure as it originally stood. having procured mortar, sand, and hair, with every possible precaution, I prepared the plaster which could not be distinguished from the old, and with this I very carefully went over the new brickwork. When I had finished, I felt satisfied that all was right. The wall did not present the slightest appearance of having been disturbed. The rubbish on the floor was picked up with the minutest care. I looked around triumphantly and said to myself, "Here at least, then, my labor has not been in vain." My next step was to look for the beast which had been the cause of so much wretchedness, for I had, at length, firmly resolved to put it to death, had I been able to meet with it. At the moment, there could have been no doubt of its fate, but it appeared that the crafty animal had been alarmed at the violence of a previous anger, and forbore to present itself in my present mood. It is impossible to describe, or to imagine, the deep, the blissful sense of relief which the absence of the detested creature occasioned in my bosom. It did not make its appearance during the night, and thus, for one night at least, since its introduction into the house, as someone tranquilly slept, I slept even with the burden of murder upon my soul. The second and the third day passed, and still my tormentor came not. Once again, I breathed as a free man. The monster, in terror, had fled the premises forever. I should behold it no more. My happiness was supreme. The guilt of my dark deed disturbed me but little. Some few inquiries had been made, but these had been readily answered. Even the search had been distinguished, but of course nothing was to be discovered. I looked upon my future felicity as secured. Upon the fourth day of the assassination, a party of the police came, very unexpectedly, into the house, and proceeded again to make a rigorous investigation of the premises. Secure, however, in the inscrutability of a place of concealment, I felt no embarrassment whatever. The officers bade me accompany them in their search. They left no nook or corner unexplored. At length, for the third or fourth time, they descended into the cellar. I quivered not in a muscle. My heart beat calmly as that of one who slumbered in innocence. I walked in the cellar from end to end. I folded my arms upon my bosom and roamed desolate to and fro. The police were thoroughly satisfied and prepared to depart. The glee at my heart was too strong to be restrained. I burned to say, if but one word, by way of triumph, and to render doubly sure their assurance of my guiltlessness. "Gentlemen," I said at last, as the party ascended the step, "I delight to have allayed your suspicions. I wish you all health and a little more courtesy. By-the-by, gentlemen, this is a very well-constructed house." In the rabid desire to say something easily, scarcely knew what I uttered at all. I may say an excellently well-constructed house. These walls are going, gentlemen. These walls are solidly put together. And here, through the mere frenzy of bravado, I rapped heavily with a cane which I held in my hand upon that very portion of the brickwork behind which stood the corpse of the wife of my bosom. But may God shield and deliver me from the fangs of the archfiend. No sooner had the reverberation of applause sunk into silence than I was answered by a voice from within the tomb, by a cry, at first muffled and broken, like the sobbing of a child, and then quickly swelling into one long, loud, and continuous scream, utterly anomalous and inhuman, a howl, a wailing shriek, half of horror and half of triumph, such as might have arisen only out of hell, conjointly from the throats of the damned in the agony and of the demons that is exult in the damnation. On my own thoughts it is folly to speak, swinging a stalker to the opposite wall. For one instant the party on the stairs remained motionless, through extremity of terror and of awe, and the next, the stout arms were tolling at the wall. It fell the bodily, the corpse, already greatly decayed and clotted with gore, stood erect before the eyes of the spectators. Upon its head, with a red, extended mouth and solitary eye of fire, sat the hideous beast whose craft had seduced me into murder, and whose informing voice had consigned me to the hangman. I had walled the monster up within the tomb. Hello, big gigantes, welcome, how are you? This was the end of the Black Cat. Good to know, Kevin. I don't know what I will do with that information, but good for you, I guess.
Okay, so, I think we can switch it up a little bit. How about we do some triggers or requests? So, what would you guys like for me to do? Pick a trigger. If you have requests, I'll do some scratching without the cover. Yes, I do agree. I love scratches. They're a good trigger. Okay, I'll stay a little bit in silence because my back is hurting. Raised again. I don't want to lay too much towards the mic. Thank you for reminding me to stretch. I'll do. A cat. Ciao, Mentina. Oh, she saw a box. I ordered some PC parts for my dad. I'm building his computer, and my cat is trying to get into box. Oh, Night Cat, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you?
Mentina. No, Mentina. Wait a second. Night.
Hello, Deku.
I'm very sorry for the interruption, but cat is a troublemaker. Gotta keep an eye on her. I'm doing good.
Thank you for asking.
Hello, good.
Welcome.
Oh, again, after those that just arrived, I am taking requests.
For triggers. So if you have some, feel free to request it. I'll dance. There it is.
Happy to hear that, good.
So, how's your night going, guys?
Ciao, Van. Hello. How's your day? Or night, I would say. Oh, I have updates of what happened and the situation you know about. If you're still here in 10 minutes, I can open Discord and explain. Oh, nice. Early weekend. Sounds like a treat. Oh, you're not at home? Oh, dang. Are you out getting drunk again? Oh, it's okay, Mike. Go to sleep if you need. Get plenty of rest. Alright, guys, I forgot, but I think my mom will need to undergo an operation in a couple of months because of the cyst. It's hopefully nothing too serious. She needs to do some tests first to actually determine what's the weird access. I don't know. Like she has like something. Okay, that needs to be removed. Should it be a tumor? So we're not worrying that it is one, but she will have to probably be operated because of that. Back from a training myself. Peter, you fucking suck. You fucking suck. Your Checo's the worst Checo that I've ever seen in my whole life. You're beating me just because I don't know how to play Exo right. You really suck. You really suck. Like, I'd rather play against Ale when he's using mate and playing against you. At least I get beaten by someone that knows how to play. Yeah, you suck dicks, Peter. You suck dicks at Guilty Gear. My dick. Axel's dick. You should be sucking his dick. Because it's far better than you. Don't worry, Clown. I'm not too worried. I mean, like, okay, truth is, I am getting worried. But I'm trying to keep the intrusive thoughts away because we're pretty sure we know what the cause is. So I'm trying to, like, say to myself, you know what it is? It's not cancer. You know it's not cancer. Your mom knows it's not cancer. Your doctors know it's not cancer. So don't think about that possibility, which is like so far from the truth, you know. I think, guys, it will be okay. I'm pretty sure. She might not be able to move around for a while, and I'll have to help out, but that's okay. I think my sister will be back from her work trip too, because she's currently working in a different region. I think for when my mom will be operated, she'll be back with us, hopefully. I'm just a little bit worried, you know, and that's it. That's normal. That's normal Hanzo behavior. Oh, thank you, Mike.
I will.
I'll make sure to get
Plenty of rest.
And Mike, I know you drank coffee, but you should still try to sleep, you know. Lay down, close your eyes, and you might be surprised by how fast you could fall asleep.
Amaruken 156. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you? Oh, honestly say, Mike, I've drank so much coffee. It doesn't do a lot. Like if I'm sleepy, coffee doesn't really wake me up, so yeah. But I like it. I'm drinking coffee every day because I like coffee, not because it keeps me awake. I like coffee, you know. Okay, let me switch to some brushing. Kimono Gamer 28. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you? The problem with caffeine for me is that it makes my anxiety worse when I'm like not in a great mood. Like if I'm already anxious and I drink coffee, it gets worse because my brain keeps on overthinking. I put sugar in my coffee, but not too much because is good, water is the best. Oh, I don't like energy drinks on the other end, but to each their own. I won't judge other people's tastes. Everybody's different. Yes, Kimono is a real chat, a Chica chat. Mindfulness meditation for anxiety. Okay, might be the thing that I do during my therapy sessions. So I guess, yeah, although I'd say it's more like, in my case, it's more guided meditation. So I'm not sure, like, I'm thinking about the same thing that you're also thinking. But, you know, might. You are indeed a chat, Kimono. A big chat. Chica chat. The king of chica chats. Oh, just what you drink, remember? Oh, come on, Archie. You know that I only drink from people that give me consent. Mostly. You know, sometimes when you're starving, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I never killed anybody that didn't deserve it, okay? I just take a little sip from someone's in the street and I run away. You know? Peter, I already told you. You don't need to tell to everybody that you like to drink Winnie's Peace. This is not the place nor time to let your kinks known, you know. No lemon tea is shit. We like peach tea here. Interesting here in Chica and Geek from a different language accent. Wait, is it not Chica? In Italian, Chica means big, like extra big, because it's a diminutive of gigantesco, which means like very big, enormous even. Yeah, I'm doing well. Well, I'm doing better than last week for sure. Hey Pajan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Oh, Earl Grey tea, a classic. Cabbage tea is so tasty. It's good when it's hot and cold. And iced tea, ice peach tea is the best iced tea ever. It's pronounced giga in English. Oh really? I've always said it like in Italian, whoopsie. This is just Nugget. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. Yeah, it's, you know very well. Oh, I learned it today, Peter. Right now, when you told me. Hazarding Sim 73. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Everybody else know. Oh. I have to ask. The kind of snow that has maple syrup or the other kind of snow, cause my reaction could change that. It could be of disgust or of approval. fun. Yes. Happy that you're doing good. And also they go same. I drink a lot of water. I mainly drink water and tea. Sometimes I drink beer too, but just like a little bit. And wine also. Just a glass though. Well, I drink coffee every day too, but very possible tall. Oh, buddy, I am 1 meter and 47 centimeters. I'm very short. Also, fun fact, but that's my real height. I am this short in real life, and I'm 23. It's sort of comical, because everybody, when they see me, they think I'm like not even an adult, you know. A lot of people think that I'm still a minor. It's kind of funny. I get asked to show my documents when I'm purchasing alcohol sometimes, you know. Isn't it like 4, 7 or 9? Oh fuck, I don't know. Stampy, hello, welcome, my daughter. Hi. What do you mean, Mike? I'm short. I'm just short. And I have no poopa. If only I didn't have dyed hair, I bet I could pass as like a 14-year-old girl. And sometimes I could get free tickets for stuff, you know. I know, 47. But it's true, Peter. I'm small. Okay, it's not my fault that I was born like that. Hello, Lady Nanti. Welcome. And I'm going to... What? I'm doing good, Stampy. Thank you for asking. A bit sleepy though. How tall are you, Peter? And I'm fine, lady. Thank you for asking. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're taller. I think you're taller than Alessandro. Yeah, I think you are. Lorenzo2255. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you? So it doesn't matter, the heart is right. I agree with us. Come on, Maggie. Not my fault. I didn't ask to be short. Well, 174 is like average height. You're fine. Like, I don't judge. Everybody's tall for me. How much is 6 feet, dude? 180. I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot. You're tall as fuck. Can you give me a couple of centimeters? You have so many. At least I can get to 1 meter and 50. Oh, Stampy, thank you for the baby. Thank you for the beats. And have a great day at work. Thank you so much for stopping by. his old dog Martin, so the 3 cats. Yeah, I only have like platform shoes. Most of them are platform shoes, except for like a couple of boots. Yeah, I drink blood, but only from people that let me do it. Consent is important for me. I am 1 meter and 47, which is four 8. No, I beat it. No, I think it's fine like that. Come on, beat it. Oh, clown, you're a very good blood bag. Thank you for feeding your queen with your delicious blood. I appreciate it. It's very yummy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am very tiny. I'm very small. I have like there's a friend of mine that is literally 2 meters tall. I think it was like 2 meters and 3 centimeters or some shit like that. And when I'm waiting, it's comical because I look like his daughter because of the height. Bloodbath, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? You're all tall for me, guys. No, it's not. I have a driver license. They wouldn't have given it to me otherwise. Archie, you're so dumb. You're so stupid. Why do you want to be bullied while we're talking about me? You're distracting people from me. Come on. I'm the most important person here, and you portraying like this stream's about you. Fuck off. You're a dickhead. Let me have my minute of glory, Archie. Love you. No, I do not require boosters. Pete, fuck you. Pete, go fuck yourself. Literally. You're so mean. No, I do not use the child seat. You're a dickhead. Mentina. Cat. Hello. Ciao. Sorry, cat came to say hi. And now she's going away. Doing her cat things. In the back of my room. Oh, thank you for reminding me to get water. Guys, hydrate if you haven't yet. Hello, Quilver. By the way, welcome back, Garugan. Oh, come on. No, my cat is actually very small. She has almost 3 years, but she's tiny. I'm trying to get her attention. I'm trying to get the attention of my cat. No, she just likes to stare tonight. She doesn't want to come here for pets. Hi, do you know Mike? She's tiny though. Oh, that's so cute, Gara. I have another cat, which I think is... damn, I think she's 10 years old. At this point, I've lost count. Oh, it's been so long. She's in a very good shape though. I think she's like 8 years old. Not sure. Oh, what are you watching, Kevin? Oh, I see. Okay, I'll do some tapping now. Yeah, I'm curious to know about the anime as well. I want to know the title. Yeah, there can be anime on YouTube. Actually, there are a lot of channels that upload anime. Oh no, please. If it's ready to filler, save yourself. That anime is terrible, to say the least. Be the fuck off. Be the you have a Morbius poster. Shut up. Your opinion is invalid. Oh jeez, you'd be surprised by how many things are on YouTube. Sniper, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Why, Peter? Why am I like it? You want to come and visit and whisper me your results? Then you can tell them to me at max volume after I'm done. Also, I know what to do better to fight against your Jacko. I will put the CPU on strive at max difficulty with Jacko. Oh no, fuck, I can't do that, I don't have Jacko. Okay, I'll buy the season pass just so I can go against Jacko. want the season pass so I can level the other people. I will do that then. Now that my great plan has failed from the beginning. Fuck you, Piet. And your video has like 30 spare euros. Damn, guys, I was so depressed when Steam summer sales went online, and I checked in my wish list, and the only thing that I wanted to buy, which was the season pass, the first season pass for Celtic Gear Strive, was not on sale. I was so fucking disappointed. Literally, the only thing that I wanted to buy, and I couldn't buy it because it wasn't on sale. Disappointing. Oh yeah, I do play it occasionally, but I got back into it because Peter got it. I am training with Axel at the moment. It's harder to use than what I anticipated, but it's so fun. And by the way, it's better to go against Piede with Jaco than play against any main that I've met. Yeah, sure, Kevin. Oh, it's very cool. It's very cool. It became my favorite fighting game right after Mortal Kombat. I think they're on pair. Oh yeah, I'm playing DNF DL2. My main is Crusader. Or, as I like to call him, the CEO of the Cristoteca. It's a wordplay between like club and Jesus Christ in Italian. By the way, it's very fun. DNF is a very beginner friendly fighting game, I think. Perfect if you are just approaching to the genre. Hell yeah, Crusader gang, let's go! Big boy with big hammer. I like Mortal Kombat. I grew up with it actually. I was, well, at least very good. My main was Ermac and Nobusaibot, but not a lot of people play it on PC. So like I haven't had the chance to play it a lot recently. Yeah, I'm not questioning Crusader hitboxes, but it's harder to land a hit than what you guys think. Yeah, DNF is super cool. I would recommend it. Oh, Mortal Kombat 10 is so fun. My main was Ermac. I mained Ermac in every game that he was in. Unfortunately, he's not in the 11th, but I picked up Noob again because I love him. He's one of my favorite characters. It's my second fave. First one is Ermac, of course. Yeah, it's great for beginners at the NFT. There are like still some cool decks that you can do if you become very good at it. So it's like it makes very great fighting game for beginners and an racing and super fun games for those that are veterans. Never underestimate teacher's butt or glass of Esther. That made me laugh. Oh, me too, Deco. Cat is back. Ciao. Cat doing keyboard ASMR. Frank for 100. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you? Cat. Ciao. Sorry, my cat wants attention. Yes. Thank you for a minute to stretch.
Patata. Sorry, my cat. My cat wants to be hugged. You're too sweet for this word, Mentina.
Oh, thank you also for my need to drink.
Cat's so insect, I think. She has the dumbest face that I've ever seen.
Can I? No, she got distracted. Before I go take a picture. Set.
Oh, she came back. Tata. No, that's my phone. No, that's my phone. Now you can't scratch yourself on my phone. The way you sent you all your accents so nice, so thank you, Gilbert. I'd love to keep up with chat more, but my cat is being very intrusive, I'd say.
She's cute. Say the mind. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop, pop. Oh man, I love cats.
I like when she gets also needy for attentions. She's adorable.
One day, I'd like to find a way to make cat ASMR with her. Like, I'll see what I can do. Let me scratch the mic with the sponge on, because I don't want to distract my cat. Sphinx. Oh, thank you so much for the gift of sub. Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, kiss as a thank you.
One more Sigma rule: never meet expectation of a horny bitch. I can't relate. I'm asexual. Does it mean that I always follow that rule? Are Sigma males happy? Are you proud of me, Sigma males? Mentina, però non puoi chiedermi le coccole puoi mordere. Oh no, cat wants to play. Stop. Can you hear her walking? She keeps on walking around my desk. Now she's sniffing my arm. Oh, she gave up. I think she gave up. Yeah. I think you reminded me to stretch Archer.
My cat is so needy right now, like, she doesn't leave me in peace. She got angry because I stopped scratching her head. Can you believe this? She's a dump.
Yes, she's extremely spoiled. It's partially my fault. I'm treating her as a princess. Oh, she went away now. She's a bit sad. When they are gonna play because in a few minutes you can reach us on this later when you understand. Yeah, sure. I won't play. I don't think I even have it updated.
But I reach you guys.
Hmm. No, I don't want to eat my cat. Why would I eat my cat? She's too cute.
Hello, Marcine. How are you doing?
Don't be a girl freak. Be a health freak? What? What does that mean? Is that another Sigma rule? Oh, dang, Marcin, alright. I'll do my best. Okay. Okay, Marcin. You are a disappointment. A disappointment to your family, a disappointment to your friends, a disappointment to your queen specifically. And I'm talking for everybody when I say that you have done nothing useful in your whole life. Nothing, like nothing. We could just, don't exist and the world would be the same. Maybe it would even be better. You know what? Maybe you're ruining it. Maybe you're the cause of everything that's going wrong with the world right now. Maybe if you never came here, then the world would be a better place. Or maybe not, like you're not doing anything anyways. I don't think it would change much, actually. Of course.
I love you.
I'm happy that you enjoyed it. Was I harsh enough?
Do you want me to be harsher next time? You're all a bunch of freaks, guys.
I would be crying if someone said that to me. Welcome back, Azar. Glad you loved it, Marcin.
Just doing my job.
Oh, love you too, guys. Yeah, there will be one point where I won't be able to come up with nothing new. You're making me think about new insults just for you. It's kind of like therapy to me. Oh, I see. Weird therapy, but I won't judge. As long as you know that I do not think that for real. Because I love you all.
And I'm happy that you're all here.
Well, thanks. Oh, I like the whip effect idea. When I will learn how to lower the volume of the sound effects, because I still don't know how to do that. Yeah, I can dance.
I'm a good dancer.
Not in real life though.
I suck at dancing.
Wasn't Johnny Test hated by everybody?
Like, I remember people hating that cartoon. I'm pretty sure. Like, most people didn't like it. I remember watching it. But I didn't like it that much.
Such a nice person that you could look so appealing. Couldn't even do it for one.
Well, I do it because it's all for fun and giggles and jokes and, well, I mean, just to be truthful, when I get angry, I get very mean, but like, I never say things face to face to people just to hurt them. Like, I keep the thoughts to myself, and I flame in Overwatch to make me feel better. If they flame me first. No, I don't like being mean to others. Like, I don't think I could ever be mean for real with others. Thundercloud, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you?
Algeris was great. Netflix said he was at.
Wait. Netflix bought Johnny Test. I didn't know that.
Oh, warned me of women like you. I hope she was right.
Saying mean stuff hurts more than to be told mean stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm doing good, Thunder. Thank you for asking.
Stop practice test on chat for Hanzo-Chan with the truth ending.
I'm practicing for competitive Overwatch games.
That's all practice for that. But I be mean at my reason for which I can prove the falsity of this state.
Okay, Peter, I say it. I don't like to be mean with no reason to people, okay? I've always had a reason to be mean with someone in all the cases that you've witnessed. So, you therefore have no proof that my statement is false.
Yeah, me too. Overwatch was such a good game when it came out, and then it got ruined and ignored by its developers. That's very sad. Okay, won't be, but it's okay.
Oh, I see, Pete. No, you're mean. You're just mean. You like to make others suffer. I play Overwatch from time to time because I really like that game, actually. I may tell to my friends while I'm playing Overwatch that my team is useless and they can't do anything right. I may or may not be guilty of that, but usually in like 90% of cases I am also right. So I am correct in saying that, you know? Just that I see when people have no coordination or game sense, and then I can say that they are being useless in this game because they can't coordinate, you know? And so randomly whispers me sometimes as with me loser. That's a lie, Archie. I would do that with Piede, not with you. Yeah, I was so excited for new events, and then we kept getting the same old events going on over and over and over and over again, and I was like, oh, please stop, please, no more. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. Yes, it's I know. Pew 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 pew. No, I am not the Hanzo-Chan, surprisingly. I mean, Zenyatta, Symmetra, and Mercy, and I'm trying to learn Nana. And I have 2 golden guns. Oh, I also mean Sombra. I have 2 golden guns on my PS4. First one is of Zenyatta, and the second of Symmetra, and I'm close to getting a third on PC, but I'll be waiting to get it because I don't know which one to get. Yeah, I'm not flaming. That is right, I'm not flaming, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just being truthful to my teammates. You know, and I never yell at them actually. I don't even talk in VC. If all I have to say is like saying that they don't know how to play, I keep it to myself. I am salty, but to myself, so I don't disrupt the game by whining in chat, even if I'm right, you know. Oh, I miss maining 10, honestly. Oh yeah, the Dragon skin for Sim is beautiful. I miss maining Zenyatta, but clamping in lower elos with him is impossible because nobody's in voice chat and they don't listen to my calls, and you can't coordinate with people and dive without calls, you know. And so playing Overwatch is almost as bad as Nicolas Cage. No piede, Nicolas Cage, that movie is stupid as. And Hanzo-Chan skin. Maybe one day I can do a Overwatch stream. How about that? Yeah, I have a lot of self-control, but it was anxiety because I was like, I one of those people that I can flame, but then if someone flames back at me, no, actually that's not true, because nowadays I grew up, and I don't get offended anymore. I just flame back. If someone flames me, I don't shut up and cry. I flame back. And I'm sure of that because last game that I was playing on Overwatch, someone flamed the healers, which were me and another guy in chat, and I clapped back. They were like, healers, can you stop dying and start healing? And I was like, it was a DPS, and I was like, and can you start playing with the team and stop dying alone? And he shut up after that. He shut the fuck up. Like he should have from the beginning of the game. And we won. We even won when he started playing closer to us. Fucking bitch. We won. Me and the other healer, we were carrying the shit out of that guy. I swear. Shimeka skin tone and magic. Okay, bet. We can do that one day. Oh no, you were one of those guys. Mada. I like to spam sake with Hanzo, so I can't say anything about spammy voice lines. Oh, Soldier is so fun. Yes, couple of the best games in the whole game. Oh, I wanted to learn Lucio, but I never got into it. Sake. Best voice line ever. I want to learn Hanzo for real though. Like I think it's only fair for me, named Hanzo, to play Hanzo, you know? I just need to get better at aiming. Yeah, Bastion's machine gun is OP as fuck. It's very OP. Soldier, no need to aim that. No, come on. You need to aim with Soldier. Isn't it scan? If you have like average aim, you're a strong Soldier. It's literally pew pew man. Call of Duty guy. I shoot and run. Old man. That's all he does. That's all he does. And he better do that well, you know. Blood Hunters recipes from my friends. Honestly, same. That's how I got my nickname. I picked Hanzo on PC. At first, I was called Chosen Undead, like my other gaming profiles. And then, as a joke, I started playing Hanzo to piss off my friends. And then I changed my username to Hanzo on Battle.net, and that's how it started. That's how I got my nickname. I met some real life friends that they've known me as Hanzo for the whole time, and it became my username everywhere, my nickname, and the name I present to others online. As Legacy, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang. How are you? Archie, good night. Sweet dreams. Thank you for staying here until now. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Have a good night. I have the beta of Overwatch 2, so I'm having a lot of fun on that. Yeah, but it's hard. It kinda fell very, very, very down from their usual standards. A lot of fun means flaming. Yeah. Okay. Flaming is fun. Okay. If you flame with your friends and not in chat, you know. Jibian, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? Whatever I say about flaming, again, it's useless to flame people in voice chat because you make them play worse. And even if you're like telling them, oh, you're not playing well, you're doing like switch, you're shit at that hero, and it might be right. Maybe they're not good with the hero, maybe they need to switch. But if you tell them that such unkind way, people will play worse. So, if you want to flame, like, just shout it out loud, not in VC, just to yourself. It's much better, so you can get your anger out and nobody gets offended, because nobody can hear you insulting anybody. That's my pro tip. And be kind to people, actually, even if you think they're shitty players, be kind, and they will play well, or at least at the best of their abilities. So playing Overwatch when due to road queue was a flex main, so road queue just took the fun out. Oh, there's still open queue though. You can play open queue if you want to flex. I think open queue was a very good thing for the game. Well, at least the fight. Like, the problem, because like, you can do weird and boring comes in road queue. The problem is that the matchmaking sucks. It takes too long, that's the only problem. Jordan, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Vampire Gang, how are you? No, it's not bad. Like, I don't think a rook is a bad thing. But, you know, it's Overwatch. So generally speaking, in the state it is now, it sucks. And also guys, Overwatch is a weird game. Don't bother buying it now, because it will go free in October. The PvP at least. So, if you are interested in playing it, just know that it will be free to play in the future. Wink. Yeah, base game is in a worse state of neglect, I would say. It's not a good look. Could be worse, I'll be honest. Could be much worse. Could be much better. But could be worse. Gotta be positive. Wink wink. Nudge nudge. Exactly. It will be free. Come on guys. You can't say no to free. It's free. You don't have to pay. It's free. Oh, I don't like CSGO. It's somehow worse than Overwatch. Nowadays, I played a lot of Hanzo-Chan, but the servers are terrible because the game became popular and popular, but the servers remained the shitty ones. And so I kept getting disconnected, and the lag and the optimization are terrible on that game. It's not worth the full price tag though. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't be paying that much for a hunt. I don't think it's worth $40. $20, go for it. But $40, no. No sir. I don't like Valorant. It's the shittiest FPS I've ever seen. Like, it's the it's the ugly zone between Overwatch and CSGO. And it took the two worst parts of the two games and put them together. And that's what Valorant is. I don't like it one bit. is the chance of being blamed by you for free if we match in a game? Yes, that's true. I have no clue, Viper is sorry. Sure, Kevin. Get a cookie. Here's a cookie. A cookie for you.
See?
I don't know what she wants. She's looking at me. She's just looking at me.
Cosa c'è? Valentina.
We'll never know. Yeah, cat wants cookie. Probably. No, I actually bet that's the reason why she's crying. Because she's hungry and she wants me to feed her.
Sì. Cosa c'è? Valentina.
Oh, she stops yelling me. She's just yelling at me. I don't know what she wants. No, it's my cat. She's crying because she wants my attention. Get the ASMR.
Oh, you got scared, Volk. Oh, there she is. Get Robin Mike ASMR. Oh, I wanted to try to do it with her, but I have no clue how. So I'd rather make a video when she's sleeping, or like I brush her, or I give her food. Yum yum. She wants to bite. No, don't bite. No biting. Oh, she's eating the microphone. No, no, anya, no biting. Yeah, she's probably hungry.
But it's 3 in the morning. She should be sleeping now.
Oh, that's my cat. That's my cat doing ASMR for you.
She's rubbing herself against the mic. She wants to help. She wants to take part into this live stream, you see.
The fuck are you trying to do now, Valentina?
I'm so sorry. She's playing with cardboard.
Yes, no more stream play. Ah, she's studying. Valentina. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, distracted her.
With one of her toys. Now she's running around with her toy. I wish I could show you. She's so cute. Scusa, Volk. My cat didn't want to scare you, I promise.
trying to sit in the smallest box I've ever seen. I'll, I'll post it on Discord.
I'll post the picture.
Yeah, they like boxes.
Because it's a small place, a small confined place, and they feel protected by the small confined place, I guess.
Oh no, wait, sorry. No. Non puoi salire, scendi. No. No, Bentina, dai, per favore. Giù. Ecco. Mamma mia. Distrozzo, Bentina. Sorry, she was clamping a place where she shouldn't have been clamping.
Okay, so my dad likes to build
Yeah, like, how is it called? Wait. Okay, likes to make wooden models of stuff. He's like, and he's made this big
boat model.
and it's like 1 meter long, and we keep it on top of a shelf,
And my cat was like got on top of it and was walking all over the boat model. And I was scared that like the model would fall and my cat would also fall. The dumb kitty. always bringing trouble. Goddamn. I love her, but not gonna lie, she scares me sometimes. She's reckless. She's very reckless, actually. That's okay though. It's super cute. Yes. In a couple of minutes. Oh yeah, I'm scared of insects too. I am super scared of wasps. I feel you stray. I feel you. Rob, hello. How are you? Ovan told me you're playing Apex. I'm doing fine. A bit tired. I'll be ending the stream soon. I'm looking on like who could raid. Beauty people. Oh wait, I know who we should raid. Okay, let me okay. Good night, Mike. stretch. Okie dokie. So here is the rate. Okay, you can copy and paste the rate message if you want. First part is for subs, the second one is for those that don't have the sub, so you can still send a cute message. Number 8, yes. Oh, you can also join my Discord if you want, and follow me on my socials, and you can suggest me gifts due to my wishlist on this link. One day I'd like to make a gift review or suggestions to see what you guys would suggest me due to my wishlist. I've seen other VTubers do it, and it looks like fun. Yes. Enjoy the cutie mouse, bye. Guys, again, thank you so much for coming here, and I'll see you tomorrow, probably.